And we're back again. Was that Coco? Or was that mine? That was yours,
like
right?
passing out from the talk and from the bubbles. Yeah. How's you? We're back. It's with third go on this topic. Yes. So we talked about 1 and 2. Did we talk about 3 a little bit?
We talked about 3. Yeah.
That's where you started to like really.
Yeah, that's when the spider sense started to tingle.
Yeah, it was
and after that, by then, and it was like crazy. Because I just it's the third one I remember the most vividly, and I remember sitting there, and I remember looking around at people. It was the third one was in Midtown somewhere, northern part, in one back street. Again, like lines around the block. It was like really, really weird.
Remind me again, why did you take it? Just because you were summoned? What?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And again, I was preparing to go.
Yeah.
To travel.
Yeah.
Actually with me it was the traveling that got me the most.
Yeah.
It was the thought of my
freedom.
But it was and this my love for my grandma actually and my parents. Anyways, that's what got me the most. But it's funky that in relation to if they would have asked me, but if they would have introduced it for the kids, that one would have woken me up early.
Yeah.
Funkily.
They were starting, remember?
Yeah, they wanted to.
They wanted to all the way down to what, 7 or 6 or something.
Yeah.
They were,
But they were mine were younger than
that.
At
that point, and they.
If they had started with that one, that would have. That would clearly have sped things up for me. Yeah. Anyways, so I did the third, and I remember thinking this was really, when I came out, it was like there was this sense of, also because there was some at that point there had been many protests and stuff like that. There was like.
But where did you hear about that?
Things
because you were on that
mostly actually. You heard none of that in Danish media.
Because I was one of them out there, but nothing. Yeah.
But you heard it on German media.
Oh yeah.
On German media, you heard it, and of course they were demonized very much.
Yes.
And called stupid, and these people are the ones that cause the super spreaders and stuff like that. All of that, So, but anyways, I remember hearing arguments for the first time, which were like different, and I remember thinking about it when I was in there, and I thought, for the first time, what was in this? Also because it was like, whatever talks you heard about the stuff, you just heard that it actually wasn't, and that was the first time also that there had been some problems with, some of it that hadn't been that good. JJ hadn't been so good, and stuff like that, and people reacting to it and stuff like that, and it began there.
Yeah.
And so I remember sitting outside again, waiting for that, and just thinking, okay, why are we all just sitting here waiting for this to, to see if we're reacting positively to how can this be, people just looking at each other, and for actually that was like, I was like there I was not like this. I was like
looking
like
around,
this, and I thought, wow. And there were very few people that weren't in their phones, and I remember exchanging glances and noticing something, just this little tingle of fear, this little tingle of something. The fuck we doing, man? But then, of course, it was too late.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
and then again, I think it was after every time when I got home, I was like, and I don't think it was that stuff. I think my system or my higher self, something said, dude, just
yeah.
switch me off, you know.
Yeah.
So I just I remember, I think it was the last one, the second or the last one, but I think it was the last one where I really just popped completely out. I was like, this feeling of, you know, like you had lead in your eyelids. Like when I woke up, I was like, holy fuck, I'm never gonna wake up again. Yeah.
Wow.
And then after that, things started moving. When it was too late, you know.
Yeah.
Fool me once, fool me twice, fool me 3 times, and there you go. Got you good, didn't we? I'm like, holy shit.
Yeah.
So and then I started unveiling all sorts of stuff, and I was like, no. But why not after? You know, why not after the? Why not even before the first? But okay, at least after the first.
Yeah.
No. Had to be after the third.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is really crazy, actually. But you know, many again don't even after the third or the number 4 booster or whatever. You know. But that's another talk. That's about the programming, and you could say like programs in video games. When are you on which level? I call it. On which level are you supposed to either activate, wake up, stay asleep? You know, it's just it's like a video game. So this is why. So it's not even, you don't even have to question why did I do it. You just have to remember it's the levels. It's a video game that you pre-program. But yeah, this is yeah. So, and this is also why I push you, and I know it's a difficult one because you know so much and you did so much. This is the like really the conflict in it. You know a lot, you know all about it, you know what, you did it.
But the funky thing is that I was what you would call, you know, just as wide awake as I feel now. I was wide asleep.
Yeah.
Wide asleep.
Yeah.
I was, remember, you know, that Nicolas Cage in Leaving Las Vegas where he says, I was miles away.
Yeah, totally miles
That's
away.
how I felt. Yeah. I was really miles away, and I was...
Yeah, like most people, but that's the way it is. Due to...
So that's what we do.
The programming, the TV, the everything. It's a very good scam that's been prepared for many years, many generations, really. You know, it's a generational thing.
Yeah.
So nobody can blame. I mean, the worst thing people can do is blame themselves or whatever. There's nothing to blame because it's from outside.
Yeah.
Really. Yeah. So that's the heavy thing about it. And as I remember when you told me, and I was like, and I went home and I thought, what? Like, how is this possible to know so much about things? But you said, you had just realized it, I think 3 months before we became friends. And then you obviously got deep down in some rabbit holes and figured out a lot of things in that short time.
Yeah. And that is actually, I think that is probably going to be the hardest part of which is also why we're doing it in an episode.
Yeah.
Is the hardest part was actually waking up.
Yeah.
When, you know, one thing is doing it, and then the other thing is when you finally realize what it actually is you've done.
Yeah.
And you think, but how? Why would? What?
Yeah. Yes. But it is, again, it's like the famous sentence, ignorance is bliss.
Yeah.
And like I have friends that they did the same as you. They know. But as I said, no, don't tell me. You know, they have to stay in their ignorance. They know. And they say, listen, if I start to know these things, I can't live.
Yeah.
So, you know, and I respect that. Of course they can, you know, but I respect, so I don't push them, I don't touch it, like, just stay in your own blah, 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 blah. Fine.
Yeah.
Just turn on the TV tonight again.
Yeah.
Fine. And that's as far as they can go. And that's okay. At least they know that's as far as they feel they can go in their life, to not realize things that will be too difficult for them, you know. And this is why your situation is both interesting and super difficult, I think.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
When most do this one, la 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 la. You know, they know, but they ignore it to avoid to understand what it is they done. Or yeah.
Yeah. Shall we leave it at that for now?
Let's do that. Happy episode.
So good to have you back.
Yeah, we're back.
All right. So we'll see you on the next one. Remember to like, subscribe, share.
Share, question.
Do that.
Yep.
See ya.
Boy.